Theories is always a fun part when it comes to watching an anime or even any TV show in general, or a movie, or reading a book or a comic or a manga. It opens up the possibility of something more happening, you know, some yearning you have in this series that you want to see more, or you wish something was confirmed, but sometimes it ends up being confirmed. But today we're not talking about that. In fact, we're talking about the ones that will never be confirmed because they suck. Yep, today I have some dumb theories for y'all, but instead of just a dumb anime theory, why not do a dumb JoJo theory? And let's do like a good few of them. Now, when it comes to dumb JoJo theories, I have a feeling that it's just a lot more dumb JoJo theories than I've seen with a lot of other animes. Really, mainly because I think with the bizarre thing throws a lot of fans off so much to the point where they say things that are just utter bizarre nonsense. Like, how the hell would Jonathan be Star Platinum? Especially when his stand is still with his body. How? So I won't start with the layups. I'll start with something that really more shocks me that people still believes it. It's not as much of a layup, but I still think it is. It's when Josuke was saved by that guy with the same hair as him. And the theory is that Josuke himself went back in time to save his 4-year-old self. What? How would he even do that? To even get that out the way? How? One of the theories claims that he used bites of dust to do it, which, again, how? Why? What would even... But to debunk the theory first, Josuke saving himself would take away from the themes within part 4 themselves. A part of the reason Josuke loves his hair is because he was saved by someone with the same hairstyle as him. Josuke learns a lot from that one moment. He learns that the citizens of Morio have a heart of gold. A lot of them do, at least. And he learns that he wants to protect them and save and help people like they did. Like that guy did for him. On top of that, if you look at the fit that the delinquent was wearing, he was wearing upperclassmen pins. Josuke's a first year. On top of that, his uniform doesn't even look that similar to Josuke's. It looks somewhat similar, I'll give you that, but like, Josuke's is fully decked out, customized to the brim. You would have seen some type of pin shining off of him if it was Josuke. At least, I think so. And on top of that, the people that say he used bites of dust to, like, I don't know, help him go back in time. There are interviews saying Araki did not have that shit planned out at that point. Like, literally, when an interviewer asked him if Josuke met his past self, you know what he said? That's not related. And he was like, oh, that's not related? No, that's literally just Josuke's memory. Yes, that's Josuke's memory. And it makes sense because Josuke literally models himself after a vague remembrance of a person who saved him when he was 4. But that remembrance, it's literally what caused Josuke to be such a kind and noble soul. Because that person saving him is how he didn't realize how good his town was. He started taking life in a whole different direction after that. Okay, up next. Now, this is a very dumb theory that I've heard been recycled through the years, and I've never understood it. It was when people say Notorious BIG should have hunted Pucci down during Made in Heaven while Pucci was accelerating.
What?
Do y'all know how big the middle of the ocean is? That's a genuine question. Do you know how big the middle of the ocean is? Notorious BIG is dealing with constant movement in the middle of the fucking ocean. And on top of that, Made in Heaven is moving so fast that even with the speed Notorious BIG has, it's still not doing nothing to Made in Heaven. Like, it's still not doing a damn thing to Made in Heaven. And again, story-wise, why the hell would Araki even think about writing Notorious BIG into part 6 after it not being seen for 10 plus years? And it being stuck in an ocean where it occasionally chases down ships. And when it can't chase down ships, it literally just sits there in the ocean. or it constantly tries to eat the water. It's literally like a high-powered rabid dog. That's literally what Notorious Big is, except when it gets you, it doesn't necessarily immediately kill you, it just eats all your nutrients, killing you. Honestly, that's barely even a theory. This side stand from 10 years ago is going to affect my perfect plan to take over the world and change the universe. This side stand in an ocean in Italy, unless it drifted to America over the 10 years, it was just chilling in the sea. I just don't see that. Like, I literally cannot see any possible way that Notorious Big would have even knew Made in Heaven was even happening at the time. It's blind. It is a blind stand. Okay, up next we have probably the last one. It is Diavolo does not exist, and that it's actually King Crimson possessing Doppio. Yep, all the phone calls, that was them calling Doppio King Crimson, his own stand. That was his own stand calling Doppio. The reason I think this theory is so outlandish is because this nigga has a sub stand. I'm sorry. If right, King Crimson was possessing some way and was able to some way make a human form or a human version of himself, what sense was that make? On top of that, how would Doppio even get King Crimson if that's not his soul? And that because we see Doppio and he doesn't even use the completed version of King Crimson. He really just uses the substand for real. Sometimes he uses King Crimson, but like it's not like he's fully bringing out the stand. No, I feel like this is by far the most ridiculous one. Diavolo didn't exist, and there are people in the comments. Cause I found the theory in the comment section, which should tell you everything you need to know about the theory. But there are people in the comments that are just like, oh, that would explain his birth. No, it wouldn't. Especially when like a lot of people already theorized that it was Doppio that was there at birth. A lot of people theorize that at birth, the baby we see that isn't blinking or crying is Doppio. And they theorize that Diavolo came as an alternate personality years later. It's just, I don't know. Would he be getting a stand before he ever even touched the stand arrow and like unlock that even portion? Because again, when he leaves his hometown, like when he was 18, I'm sure he had Diavolo right there at that point too. He had Doppio and Diavolo. I'm sure they were two people just chilling by that point. Really? I just can't see it, you know? I can't see it. Especially when Araki has never even given us any type of properties that would suggest that there's stands that control the user to the point where they manipulate their user all the time. And like there's stands that like really talk. Because don't get me wrong, there are automatic stands, there are stands that do things without like the permission of their user. But like that would be doing things without the permission of your user to an entirely different level. Manipulating your user as a stand would be actually sickening. But that's all I got for y'all today. If y'all like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 2K, so like it up. You already know the deal. And until next time, peace.